How's it going, you guys? AZPlow21 back again with another episode of our UFC save in WMMA 5. And here today we have UFC Fight Night MOISES versus GILLESPIE 2. A big lightweight main event that could have implications in the lightweight division as far as title challengers go. THIAGO MOISES on a 3-fight win streak, last one being over Mansour Barnawi. GREGOR GILLESPIE, the former great champion, on a 4-fight winning streak, one of those being over THIAGO MOISES. Whoever wins this is going to fight for the lightweight title. It's that plain and simple. Got a big card otherwise on the show as well. Our next episode is going to be UFC 305, Poirier versus Kennedy. A big pay-per-view, 5 title fights on that one. The main event for the lightweight championship, Poirier and Kennedy going at it. You can see the prelims there if you would like to. Appreciate you guys for watching, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch. Like I said, you can follow me on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. All the links are going to be down in the description below. You can subscribe to my Patreon and be my first patron if you would like to. Links are going to be down in the description below for all of that good stuff. You can take a look here and see how the rankings have changed within the last week or so. I'm not going to spend so much time going over the rankings. If you would like for me to kind of continue to do that, definitely let me know down in the comment section. But the majority of people that have been reaching out to me on Twitter and stuff say, you know, keep the videos a little bit shorter, just get through the fights, kind of give your input on them and whatnot. The rankings, we can always just pause to see that. So that's what I'll do from here on in. Appreciate, I don't know if it'll have been reached by the time that I get to this episode, or by the time that you guys see this episode. But for my 600 subscriber kind of celebration thing, I guess I'm going to be doing a little Q&A. And so some people have been reaching out to me with DMs on Twitter and stuff, kind of giving me questions like to answer on that video. So be on the lookout for that once I do pass 600 subscribers. Thank you guys for all of you who have subscribed. And if you haven't done so already, please do so. It does help out. I do want to get to that 1,000 subscriber kind of goal of mine that I want to reach. I think that'd be pretty cool. And yeah, subscribe if you have not done so already. UFC Fight Night MOISES versus GILLESPIE 2. Let's get into it. Show taking place in France. Going to be the quite a few times I've been to France in this game. The first time that the UFC will have been to France is for the Gane versus Tuivasa fight, which is kind of insane that that's happening actually. But that's later this summer. Damarian Cunningham taking on Halim Maslar in the flyweight division, and it's Maslar getting the win via TKO. He's now 2-0 in his short UFC career. A young man out of Montenegro. Ben Nguyen taking on Eugene Sandoval at flyweight, and it is Eugene getting the guillotine submission over Ben Nguyen, now 2-0 in his UFC career. Very well done by Eugene Sandoval. Bryn Green taking on Kaneko Chikanatsu in the women's bantamweight division. Big favorite is Chikanatsu, and with good reason. Knocks out Bryn Green in 3 minutes and some change. The first win of her UFC career. Congrats to Chikanatsu. Samara Santos taking on Priscilla Cachoeira in the flyweight division. Remember, Cachoeira is the girl that got absolutely obliterated by Valentina Shevchenko, but now she's doing okay for herself. A little 2-fight winning streak. She's not ranked or anything like that, but still doing herself wonders. And Samara Santos gets a unanimous decision win over her, the second win of her UFC career, undefeated so far in the UFC. Karine Silva taking on Priscilla Gowell in the strawweight division. Couple veterans of the octagon, and it's Silva getting the decision here today, the 18th win of her career. She's 3-3 in her time in the UFC. April Osenio taking on Mallory Martin. April Osenio, in one of my older saves, ends up becoming like a legend of the strawweight division or the atomweight division. In game, not doing so great. 1-1-1 in her time thus far, taking on Mallory Martin, who is 6-3, has yet to be ranked, but has a couple losses over some key fighters. Probably the reason why she's not ranked yet. And Osenio gets a TKO win over Mallory Martin here today. A couple 30-year-old ladies going at it. Joaquin Buckley, who, as I'm recording this, had a really awesome fight this past weekend, a big win, taking on Nico Price in what I think would be a really cool fight in real life. Nico, number 23 in the welterweight division. It'd be a very cool fight to see in real life, as Joaquin Buckley gets the knockout win in round number 1. You can see number 20 in the division right now. He was the ONE FC champion for quite a while. Lost to Bobby Nash on his way out, but getting a big win here in his UFC quote-unquote debut. Brad Riddell taking on Stephen Braveheart Ray at lightweight. A big-time fight these guys are having, and it's Brad getting the win in less than 40 seconds via knockout. He's now 10-2. He's on a nice 6-fight win streak. I'm surprised if he is not ranked by the end of the week. Kayla Harrison, who missed weight at featherweight, missed weight in the highest weight class. If she loses this one, she's going to get cut. We just can't have that. She would have been 0-3 in the UFC. We just literally can't have that. Taking on Helen Jowers, making her UFC debut after spending quite some time in Invicta. Her last win over Paisley Rayner. And it is Kayla Harrison getting the submission. But I mean, come on. You've got to make weight. Zero excuse to miss weight. Faith McMaw is who she is wanting to call out. As we arrive at the main card, Rafael Lovato Jr. taking on Robert Brzyzek. This is in the super middleweight tournament. Brzyzek already lost his UFC debut to Goran Ryden, but now just kind of tossed to the wolves. Hey, get in a super middleweight championship tournament. Rafael Lovato Jr. not doing very well for himself, but a big chance to kind of improve on whatever he's been doing here in this tournament. And Rafael Lovato Jr. gets the leg lock submission in round number 2. 16th win of his career at 41 years old, and he moves on in that super middleweight tournament. Kai Kara France, who's going to be challenging for the interim flyweight title later on this year, taking on Makoto Takahashi. Takahashi, number 17, coming off a loss to Giannis Kolvinskis, taking on Kai Kara France, number 13, coming off 5 out of his last 6 fights have been losses. That's tough, especially when that first one was a loss in the title fight against Baga Utinov. That is rough. But it's Takahashi getting a split decision over Kai Kara France. Just falling apart is Kai Kara France. That is unfortunate. Manel Kape taking on Hussier Formiga in the flyweight division. Formiga, number 9 in the world, always very kind of around, you know. He's always up and around the top 10. Manel Kape has fought for not the title, a title. He's been the Rising champion. I believe he was like 1 or 2 wins away from fighting for the title, but just has not worked out for him as of yet. He is the favorite in this one, and it is Manel Kape getting the unanimous decision victory after 3 rounds. And he grabs the microphone and says he wants to beat up Josh Passio. What did he do to you? Not sure what Joshua Passio did to enrage him so much. Luma Luke Boonmi, no Luke Boon Yu, getting the nod here in this one on a 2-fight losing streak. Jessica Andrade and Corey McKenna taking on Tatiana Suarez, who's not been doing very well herself, losing Carla Esparza and Stamp Fairtex, needing a big win to kind of get back from her little hump she's been on. And Tatiana Suarez does get a north-south choke submission win over Loma Luke Boonmi here today. So Suarez back in the win column as we move along to our co-main events in the featherweight division. Veronica Macedo about to take on Megan Anderson in the featherweight division. Anderson, a loss over Janae Harding her last time out, facing off against Macedo, who is a full 8 inches shorter than her. So kind of a rough go for Macedo, but she is the favorite over Anderson, and Macedo gets the submission over Megan Anderson, top 6 in the featherweight division. Immediately kind of jumping into that top 10 conversation in the featherweight division now is Veronica Macedo, and now she wants to fight Liana Jojua. All right, as we arrive at our main event of the evening in the lightweight division, Gregor Gillespie, former great champion, lost to Carlos Diego Ferreira, lost to Tony Ferguson, lost to Gavin Hughes, but ever since then, 4 straight wins. He's been getting it done, kind of looking to get that title shot back. THIAGO Moises on the other side, looking just for a title shot. Has not been able to do so, but a big win here over Gregor Gillespie would get that for him. It is our main event. One of these guys is going to be fighting for the lightweight championship. Let's get it started. Gillespie immediately gets a takedown. The clock runs down as Gregor smothers him, kind of just controlling him. Moises gets a takedown. Gillespie gives up his back. Moises gets hooks in, and it's over. Wow. Fighting for the lightweight championship, THIAGO Moises, your winner in our main event over the former champion in Gregor Gillespie. All right. Big props to Moises, especially since Gregor Gillespie's beaten him within the last 2 or 3 years. That is insane. Great job by them. Great job by Santos and Cachoeira putting on a fantastic fight. That is our fight of the night. And let's see who's getting some money. Moises getting some first round money. Macedo. We got Suarez. We've got Brad Riddell. We've got Buckley. We've got Osenya. We've got Chikanatsu. And we've got Sandoval all walking home with 100K. Still made a nice little $600,000 profit. Highest paid fighters of the night: Joaquin Buckley, THIAGO Moises, and Samara Santos. That's a big one. Appreciate you guys for watching, whether you're on YouTube or Twitch. Like I said, our next episode is going to be UFC 305, Poirier versus Kennedy. That is sure to be a big pay-per-view. Appreciate you guys for watching. I'm AZPlayo21, and I will see you guys at the fights.